Hi, good morning, my dear student friends and professor. In this session, we will be discussing about what is normalization. So, what is the very important heading behind this normalization is so how we are going to split the tables in the database. That's a very important thing in the normalization. So, this is a very important question that will be asking in the interview. And then what this normalization is going to do. So, this normalization, in this normalization we are going to avoid the duplication of data. So, we know what is the duplication of data. So, the data is going to be repeatedly coming. So, for that so we are going to avoid this. And then insertion anomaly. So, insertion anomaly is so here if you want to insert data record in one table, that we have to insert the record in another table also. So, in two tables we have to insert the record. For example, if you want to insert your data in a student's record, so we have to insert the data in result table also. That's going to be an insertion anomaly. Deletion anomaly, similarly like insertion anomaly, so in two tables we are going to delete the data. So, in one table you are going to delete means that data will be affecting the other table also. So, we have to delete the records in both the tables. So, if a student is going to be get it easy, so we have to delete his name from the student table and also from the result table. And then updation anomaly. So, if your student wants to change your address, so it may be in the biodata table and also in the student's record or in the result table, we have to change the actual address in both the tables. That's going to be actually update anomaly. So, in this normalization, when we tell a table is going to be normalized, so if you avoid all these four things, it may be a duplication of data, that is the data is going to be repeatedly coming, that we are going to avoid, and then insertion anomaly we are going to avoid, and then deletion anomaly we are going to avoid, and then updation anomaly we are going to avoid. So, we will see the normalization consists of actually first normal form, second normal form, third normal form, BCNF, fourth normal form, fifth normal form. So, in this session I will be discussing briefly about the first normal form, second normal form and the third normal form with an example. So, before normalization, so what we have to do? So, we have to have a very big table. So, the input for the normalization is going to be very big table, and finally what we will be doing means we will be having a group of smaller tables from the big table. So, the smaller tables will be a subset of the main table. So, we have to have a list of fields. It's going to be very big list of fields that's going to be very big table, that's the input for the normalization. So, and then so we should not have a computed fields like a result and then average, and it's going to be a CGPA. So, these and all is not necessary. These and all is not going to be included in the normalization table, input table. And then where we can get this actual thing, if the input or list of fields, if you see, means this we can get from a small piece of a bill. It may be a small piece of bill. So, actually it's a bill. So, in this bill we have the name of the shop, and then we have the number, and then we have the date, and then we have the quantity. So, we have the telephone number, these and all is going to be actually the input. So, for example, so I will from this I will tell you what is the actual input. So, we can take the what is the name of the shop, and then what is the address, what is the phone number, what is the item number, it's 15622, and then what is the date, and then what is the TIN number, CST number, telephone number, and then what are the items that's going to purchase. Suppose if the customer has purchased 4 items, so it may be number 1, it may be shoes, number 1, number 2 chappals, it may be number 3, it may be a lace, and number 4 is going to be sacks. So, these are the 4 items that's going to be item to be purchased. So, if you see it's going to be very big table from this small piece of paper printed document. So, we can take very briefly what are the total number of fields. So, I have a number of fields that's going to be actually input for the normalization. And then we can add some, apart from this, what are the inputs, what are the fields that's not in the actual paper, we can add also. There's going to be actually the additional attributes. So, this is actually a sample bill I had given. So, in this sample bill, so you can see what is this. This is going to be actually the sales order. So, this is going to be the company name, and then this address is going to be there. So, in this I have the customer number. So, customer number is going to be 1001, and then customer name, customer address, sales order number, sales order date, and then clerk number, clerk name. So, if I am going to create a table, so that's the input for the normalization. So, that's going to be a very big table, so which consists of all these things. Apart from this, we have the item ordered, description, quantity, unit price, and total. So, I told already not to use this, the total is going to be actually a computed field. So, this sales order consists of 3 items they purchased. So, it's going to be widget, and then thingy magic here, and then thingy bob. So we'll see what are the inputs I'm going to take from this table. So what are the input for the normalization here is, it's going to be a very big table. The table consists of the customer number, and then the customer name, customer address, sales order number, sales order date, clerk number, clerk name, item order, description, quantity, and unit price. So this is going to be a very big table. So we'll see what are the different types of normalization. So step by step we'll see and what are the things you are going to avoid. So first normalization. So in the first normalization, the very important thing is, in very simple we can tell you it's going to be a repeating, what are the repetition is there, avoiding the repetition. So coming here, so in this table, so we'll add these actual fields into the table, add these records into the very big table. So I am adding the first record. The first record is 1001 ABC company, and then 1000 parts, the address, sales order number is 405, and then sales order date is 2/1/2000, clerk number is 2000, clerk name is Martin Lawrence, and then 800 widget small 40 60. This is the first record. Second record, once again 1001 ABC company, 1000 parts, 1000 points Manhattan, and then 405 the sales order number, sales order 2/1/2000, 210 Martin Lawrence. The second item is 801 Thingy Magiger 20 and 20. Once again the third item, so 1001 ABC company, 1000 points. So if we see in these three items, what three records we inserted, we can see this header part is repeatedly coming for 3 times for all the 3 records. So we have to avoid the repeated header point. That's going to be actually the first normal form. So in this first normal form, after repeating this repeatedly coming header, so the table, what is the table we'll be having? The table we'll be having is what is the sales order number. So sales order number is going to be for each and every sales order, which is the primary key. The primary key is going to be the sales order number. So we'll be having the sales order number, and then the sales order date, clerk name, clerk number, customer name, customer number, and then customer address, and then we have the item order, description, quantity, and unit price. So for these 2 tables to be referencing, I have the sales order number, that's going to be the candidate key in the second table. So the second table consists of the sales order number, item order, description, quantity, and unit price. So that's going to be actually the first normal form. So we had avoided the repetition. So in this now, before the starting of the normalization, we have only 1 table. At the time of first normal form, we have 2 tables. It's not a rule that we have 2 tables. I had avoided the repetition. So coming to the second normal form, so I'm going to identify the functional dependencies. I'm going to identify the functional dependency. So if you see the functional dependency, so functional dependency here, what is the functional dependency? Any customer, if you are going and purchasing 800, so the item you'll be getting is widget small. So, and then any customer you are going to purchase this item 801 is going to be Thingy Magiger. If you are going to purchase item 801, it will be Thingy Magiger. I am going to purchase 801, it's going to Thingy Magiger. This is going to be called as actually a functional dependency. So, identify the functional dependency and separate that into a different table. So, now I am going to convert this into different table. So, it's going to be the first table already we know, the first table is sales order number, date, number, and then clerk number, clerk name, the customer number, customer name, customer address, and second table is sales order number, and then item number, and then we'll be having the quantity and the unit price. The third table is the item number and description alone. So the item number and description alone is the actual function dependency that we have separated, were identified in the second normal form. So in the second normal form, we have identified what is the actual functional dependency. This is the functional dependency. So from this functional dependency, I separated this into a new table. Now in the second normalization, I have 3 tables. So the 3 tables are, so the item number and description, sales order number, item number, quantity, and unit price, sales order number, date, the customer number, customer name, customer address, clerk number, and clerk name. Now coming to the third normal form, we have to identify the transitive dependency. We know what is transitive. Transitive is A equal to B, B equal to C. So we can directly write as A equal to C. A equal to B, B equal to C is going to be actually a transitive dependency. So from this transitive dependency, so we are going to identify, so what is transitive? So in this transitive dependency is nothing but if you see a customer 1001 is coming, the customer 1001 is coming means, so which clerk is going to attend this? Anyway, if this is going to be a shop where this customer is going to come means, this will be attended by a clerk. That clerk is called as actually a Martin Lawrence. So if it's going to be A, so that A is going to be actually 1001 and A equal to B, B is going to be a ABC company is going to come means B equal to C. That's going to be identified by, that customer is going to be attended by a salesperson called as a Martin Lawrence. A equal to B, B equal to C. So So this is called as actually a transitive dependency. So after the third normal form, so we'll be having the tables like this. So we'll be having the customer number. So customer details I have separated. So the customer detail is customer number, customer name, and customer address. So if this customer is going to come in, which is the clerk detail? Clerk detail is clerk number and clerk name. And then the third table is already we have the sales order number, date, customer number, clerk number, and then item table that's going to be the partial function, that is the function dependency, item number and description, and then the last one is sales order number, item number, quantity, and unit price. So after the third normal form, so we'll be having these tables. These are the completed tables. So first table I name as the customer table. Customer table as the customer number, customer name, and the customer details about the customer. So in this table we can add, these tables consist of only the details about the customer. And then clerk table has the details only about the clerk number and the clerk name. Inventory items. So what are all the items that is in the actual the market or in the store, that what is the actual item number and the description is going to be there. And then sales order is the sales order detail. This sales order, which customer has purchased and which clerk had attended and on which date. This is going to be a sales order. And then sales order detail is going to be a linking all the what are the items that's going to be purchased. That sales order is going to be in the sales order. What are the items is purchased? It's going to be sales order number and then item number, how much quantity it has purchased, and it's going to be a unit price. So in the first table, so if a customer is purchasing 5 items, this customer detail will be coming for 5 times. But in this table, the customer details will be stored only one time. And then the clerk also, the clerk detail will be stored only one time. But in the before normalization, this will be repeatedly, it will be coming. So if you want to insert a new customer, there we have to insert the entire records. So we have to insert the clerk detail, inventory detail, sales details, how many items you have purchased. But here we can insert the clerk detail alone separately. And then if you want to insert a new item you are purchasing for your shop, okay, that item can be inserted separately in the item table without disturbing the other fields. That's going to be actually the insertion anomaly. And then if you want to delete a customer, you can delete a customer. If you want to delete a clerk, you can delete a clerk. If you want to delete a item number, you can delete a item description and also item number. So, and then update anomaly. If you want to change the address of the particular customer, so without affecting the other tables, we can update the customer address of the particular customer. So here we had avoided the repetition, we had avoided the insertion anomaly, we had avoided the update anomaly, and we had avoided the deletion anomaly. So in general, what is normalization? So in this normalization, we had avoided all the things like repetition, the insertion anomaly, deletion anomaly, and updation anomaly. So this is going to be actually a small introduction to the normalization with the first normal form, second normal form, and third normal form. Thank you, my dear friends. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.